Hey you guys, welcome back to Chit Chats with Allie B and Stina Marie.
I'm Allie B.
And I'm Stina Marie.
Hope you guys are doing well. We always do a segment every week called Wine and Win. And basically what that is what are we whining about and what are we winning each week? So Christina, what's your wine and win?
I'm going to pass on the wine this week because I'm starting to feel better. So my win is that I'm feeling better and that I'm sitting in front of a Christmas tree, which brings me so much happiness. We've got so much going on. The kids are about to be at school, or out of school for Thanksgiving break or whatever they call it. And so I kind of know you're going to piggyback off my win. And so what's your wine and win?
I will have like a small wine.
That's
and
okay.
my small wine is this week is insanity. Preparing for a 9-10 day vacation and like just daily things. It has been a week. It's been a crazy week, but it's not been a bad week. It's just been extremely busy, extremely crazy, but I'm not going to complain. My win is that it is almost Thanksgiving break. Cannot wait. I'm going to get to see family and we're going to Disney. So stay tuned for that because we're going to have a lot of lives and pictures and posting from mine and Landry's trip. So I'm excited.
Allie B takes Orlando.
Yeah, for sure.
So be ready to see lots of pretty pictures. Allie will be taking tons.
Bukus.
She's cleared out her phone and been waiting for this moment for so long. And I'm so ecstatic because no one deserves a vacation more than Allie because it's been, I feel like she's been on little small trips, but this one, like I really want to see her decompress and live her best life with Landry. So.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited. So, yeah. So a couple weeks ago, because Christina has not been feeling well, so we had to take a little break on getting together. So before we braked, if you caught our previous live, we started kind of hinting at what our next topic was going to be, and we said it was going to be a multi-part series, and what we're going to be talking about is how being a childhood bully affects you into adulthood. Christina gave an example. Someone actually reached out, and that's kind of where our topic came from. But someone reached out and said, hey, I've got these women and they were horrible to me in school, bullied me from the time we were small until we graduated high school. And they have come to me. I've made a lifestyle change and they are coming to me, messaging me, hey girl, adding her on social media. Hey girl, how did you do what you did? I want all your secrets. You look great, and acting like, nothing ever happened. And for this particular person's self-preservation, she is coming and saying, she's like, I don't really want to be friends. I don't want to pretend like nothing happened. And I don't think it's right to come to me X number of years later. And it's not like a couple years. It's like a significant amount of years. I don't want to, become fake friends with these people because they're not my real friends. And so that's kind of
like 18 years later, guys.
Right. A significant amount of time. So, so our topic is how those women treated her, affected her into adulthood, and now it's going to affect them into adulthood because she's not shying away from expressing herself and saying, hey, the way you treated me was super poorly and I haven't forgotten. That stuck with me, that hurt me, that affected me in such a manner that I don't want to be friends with you in adulthood. And I think that's deep.
That is so deep. And also, I know your mom or dad or someone important in your life says forgiveness is for you, not for them.
Right.
And has she forgave them? Yes.
Yeah.
Does she ever forget the way they made her feel? No. And because of that, she has that solid boundary in place. Like Allie said, self-preservation is so important. But what Allie and I want to touch on is it don't even have to be childhood to adult. It could be a few years ago, something you may have laughed off and thought you were being cute and funny, and really you was detrimental to someone else.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. But Allie and I want to reference this back to childhood because we are raising young women.
Right.
And what that looks like. And on my way to Allie's house today, we were talking about, what that looks like when me and her are having conversations and what we're saying. Are we adding value to our girls' life, or are we adding drama, teaching them, drama is okay? Not saying kids aren't ever going to have drama. There's no, perfect humans, and we are not expressing that there's not going to be some little, tit for tat stuff sometimes. But we're saying the big stuff, the very important stuff. In no capacity is bullying okay.
No.
And if you're allowing your child to do it, at the disservice, you're allowing, and it's going to set them up for such a hard adulthood if you allow such. And so, it's very important to listen into your children's conversations, because even that girl that she came and spoke about this, she said, my mom was always so sad for me, but she never did anything about it. And so she had to learn in adulthood how to navigate that on her own. And I'm just hoping, and Allie and I talk about this frequently, is, you know what I'm about to say, is, sometimes it's hard for our mom's generation or dad's generation to see. They want everything to be okay, just don't cause no problems. But you have to address the elephant in the room sometimes. And
yeah, absolutely. I think it goes back to my parents always told us, someone may forget what you said to them. Someone may forget what you said to them, but they're never going to forget how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what a lot of people don't understand. And obviously these girls don't understand the effect that their behavior as an adolescent or as, a child affected her. And I don't think there's anything wrong in creating boundaries and saying that's not good for me, that's toxic for me, that's toxic for my family. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's perfectly fine for you to say whether it was, and in this situation, this woman's issue is that she doesn't need to think, and she doesn't, which is amazing. But she doesn't find her worth in the admiration of these other women.
Right.
She didn't need it then. Like, it would have been nice probably for those girls not to treat her that way and her to be, 20 years later still feeling some type of way about herself because of that. But the fact that she's strong enough to sit there and say, you know what, your opinion didn't matter then, it most certainly doesn't matter now, and my worth is not reliant on the way you see me.
Right.
Whether it's good or bad, my worth is dependent on how I see myself. And when I look in the mirror, if I'm happy with it, and if I look into the mirror and I'm good, then that's all that matters. And I think that that's something that a lot of people, and that's not just kids, I think women and girls both could so take a page out of this particular person's book, because that's strong. That's deep. That's strong.
She's not letting anyone diminish her value, and that is.
And I love it.
Me too. And I hope my girls can have that strength. And and I hope they're gonna. My oldest daughter has gone through some things of people saying some untrue things, and to this day it has affected her, and we've had to navigate through that. And it's tough as a mom because you want to do everything.
We want to fix everything.
Yeah, we want to fix, and we just can't. And adulthood, there's mean people too,
right?
And bullies,
right?
And
it just made me think back to like when I was in school, and I don't care who you are, every single person who has been in a public setting or a school setting or daycare, friend, whatever setting, every person on the planet has someone where when you hear a story like this, you think back to your childhood, your adolescence, and you think, oh my gosh, I know exactly how you feel. This person made me feel that way.
Right.
You know? And so it actually opened up a conversation between me and my daughter, because I was like, you know, I love the fact that this particular person took this stance on it.
Yep.
Because when you're going through it yourself, or when you're going through it with your child, you don't always know what to say, how to fix it, how to make it right, how to make it better, how to address it. You know, and the way that this person has addressed it, I commend her, because seriously, it gave me and my daughter the greatest conversation. And like a real life conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughters and I, and more so the older one, because my youngest isn't quite there on that understanding level yet, don't, what am I trying to say, Allie? My daughter struggles and takes everything very personal. Like, she is a mid-grade empath.
Mid-grade.
And I say that, and it sounds kind of funny, but like, my daughter is direct, and she'll let you know real quick if you hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
But like, she's not like a total empath like me and Allie. Like, she doesn't, like, me and Allie feel on a deeper level other people's feelings, and we always say we're recovering people pleasers.
Yeah.
Because we are.
Yes.
Recovering, and
we've actually talked about that, and we'll probably do an actual podcast about it that we'll post, because we have talked about that in a live. We've talked about it a lot, but we've talked about it in a live specifically.
Right. So we're gonna wrap this up, because
it is a multi-part, so we are gonna continue the conversation, but we want your feedback. And has this happened to you? How did you address it? What does forgiveness to you look like if you were the victim of that and of bullying? And are you a forgive and love from afar, forgive and they're just gone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or how do we just want to know, Allie and I want to know what that looks like for you. So stay tuned for the next little snippet for you guys.
Absolutely. So you can comment below on YouTube, Chit Chats with Allie B and Stina Marie, or you can contact us on Facebook or Instagram, Chit Chats, Allie B, Stina Marie. And we'll, of course, post everything, all of our handles below in the description. So please come and follow us. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you for the next round.
Yep. So stay tuned as always for the commentary you didn't know you needed in your life.
Amen. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.